Eyes and shine. So, I have some news to share. If you've been following along here on the channel for the last several weeks, you probably noticed we haven't posted anything, and I owe you an explanation. It's been probably the longest stretch of time I haven't posted anything since we started this channel back in 2018, and there's good reason for that. I moved. I actually moved from Minnesota and relocated all the way across the country to Richmond, Virginia. And you can imagine, for anybody else who's moved and relocated, there's a lot of stuff that happens and a lot of things that need to happen in order to not only plan, pack, actually move, get everything unpacked, decorate, just get legal things and get everything established in the new place where you're living. So that is a lot of extra stress, a lot of extra things to do. And so hopefully you can forgive me. Had to take some time off to kind of reestablish myself and get things going. With that, a lot of you may be asking why, what inspired this move across the country? Because, right, I grew up in Minnesota. I've lived and practiced there since I finished my schooling, my residency. What sparked this move? Well, the best of reasons is love. I found love this last year. I met this amazing woman named Jackie, who's also an eye doctor, and it has been amazing. And I decided, hey, this is a relationship I want it to grow, and so I'm devoted to it. And I've been blessed with this amazing career where a lot of what I do is virtual. And so I'm decided to, I'm going to go on this adventure, move to Richmond, and here I am. With that, you may be asking, hey, am I still seeing patients? Yes, I am still practicing. I'm still seeing patients. I'm very sad that I had to say goodbye to all the doctors at Pinecone Vision Center, where I had been practicing for as many years. I loved that clinic. The doctors who were there are amazing. It was a great part of the community. So I'm sad to leave that and say goodbye, but I am happy. I am now practicing at Grove Eye Care here in Richmond. So if you are living on the East Coast, or if you're looking for the most comprehensive eye and vision care you can get in this area, please reach out to us. I'll put a link to the clinic in the description below. Now, in addition to giving you this news about my move, I also wanted to spend some time in this video. Being it's the end of the year, let's reflect on some of the great achievements that we've had here on the channel. I also want to share with you what's coming up soon in the next videos, things that are really making me excited about some special projects we're working on, and then also just sharing some gratitude, because it's the end of the year and it's super important, I think, to have gratitude for all these amazing gifts in our lives. But first, this last year has been amazing. If you've been following along at all, not only have we had some hit videos, right? We had some videos that broke over millions of views, things like Castor Oil. We talked about different rare eye colors. We even had other videos that were just like really cool topics, things like red light and how red light affects the eyes. Those were all really exciting. In addition to that, I got invited onto some amazing podcasts this year, such as the Diary of a CEO podcast, as well as just recently The Proof with Simon Hill. Those are both podcasts that I personally actively listen to, and to be invited onto those was not only a huge honor, but honestly a check mark off of my bucket list. So also really cool. And if you haven't caught those episodes, again, I'll put links to them in the description so you can check those out. Also this last year, I got featured on CNN right before the eclipse that happened here in the US, and getting featured on CNN as like an authority to talk about safety on viewing the eclipse was a really cool opportunity. And then also this year I did a lot more lecturing. I got to travel not only across the US giving lectures to doctors on various topics, but even got invited up to Canada and speaking internationally on these types of topics as well. So again, lots of cool achievements. It's been a very productive, cool year. But, you know, this whole kind of break I've been on hasn't been just me setting up my apartment and things. We have been working on the channel. We've been, in fact, planning and putting systems in place and even producing. We're getting our content ready for this next year. So look out, because we're going to be not only having new content about eyes and vision, things like rounding out our series on diet and nutrition and how that affects the eyes. We'll be touching on older topics, things that people are always asking about, things like astigmatism or eye floaters, glare. We'll be touching and sharing a lot of tips on those topics. We'll also be doing some of what I call kind of my self-study topics and videos. These are kind of like when I take a new product that's on the eye care market and test it out on myself for several months and see if there's really an effect with this new product, right? Is it really worth the hype? We've got several of those sort of things planned. So a lot of exciting things going to happen this year. But while we've been working on all of these projects, since it's the end of the year, I think it's always really important to reflect and have gratitude. Gratitude for all of the amazing people that have helped us get to where we are today. I always have to give gratitude to my amazing kind of team that I have, both my head of operations, Tiffany, and my assistant, Corey. They're some of my oldest best friends, and they are just incredible support, and they help so much in making this content possible. I also want to give huge gratitude and shout out to all of the other doctors and mentors who inspire me and help just kind of support me in venturing in this kind of new space, right? Trying to create educational videos for people around the world to learn about eyes and how to take care of their vision. In addition to that, I have to say gratitude for you, for everybody who subscribes to the channel, who watches, who comments, asks questions, stays engaged with what we're trying to build here. This channel I started again back in 2018. So it's been almost 7 years, right? And they say that it takes about 7 years for all of the cells in your body to regenerate. And that's sort of where I think of it. I am a new person today. I am a different type of doctor today than who I was 7 years ago when I started. And one of the things I'm most proud of is that I wholeheartedly know and believe I am a better doctor today than I was when I started. And a huge part of that, the reason why, is because of you. Because of everybody who comments and asks questions. You guys push me. You push me in terms of my drive and my ambition to build more, to make more. I've improved better as a communicator, as a creator, but your questions have helped me grow. Because not only do I take your questions and your comments and think about things from different perspectives, but then I go and I research those topics and find ways, how can I turn this into a video and teach it? And from doing that research, from teaching it, it has helped me grow in so many ways in terms of my patient care and how I show up for not only my patients, but to viewers, to other doctors in my profession. So I have to have a lot of gratitude for that. And thank you guys all for supporting me on this journey, for supporting the channel, for hitting the likes, subscribing, all those sort of things. But that does help me. And as much as this channel is about public education and helping people learn about the eyes and seeing their best, in part, it is also my journey as not just a content creator, but as a doctor. My journey and growth as a healthcare provider. And so I have a lot of gratitude for you, for this channel, for my friends, this profession. Thank you. And with that, 2025, let's bring it on. Let's have a great year. We'll see you in that next video.